Hi there, hi. I'm Mickey, welcome. Welcome to today's session on the mat, which is going to be sitting around. We're going to be down on the mat, less than standing today, because what we're going to look at is very popular issues that we have, that generally, lots and lots of people have, which is tight shoulders, low mobility in those shoulders to roll forward and back, and that can be anything from sitting in a bad chair. Then what happens now is maybe you're even sitting in a good chair but sitting badly in a good chair, and you can get quite rigid in that chair, sitting badly in a very stressful scenario for long periods of time. And that's how you can get like this. The other thing as well is, of course, becoming very stiff around here. And another very popular and very common ailment is backache. It's not an injury, it's just an overall fatigue that's caused from having a stiff back. And what often happens is that here, we have a lot of mobility here in the pelvis, in the disco, la 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 la. And what happens is that we overcompensate with this area here for a rigid area up here. So we overcompensate by moving this a lot and thinking, yeah, I'm really moving, but actually you're not really moving very many different areas. You're not moving up the spine. So we're going to look at that today. So this is really a bite-sized session today, but quite deep and quite in-depth and quite helpful, I think, things that you can do every day that will support you and benefit you every day as well. Because yoga practice, like anything in life, is all about continuity and consistency. Coming down onto the mat for maybe 10, 15 minutes, even half an hour maybe a day has more overall benefits than being very, not doing anything during the week and then smashing it for 2 hours at the weekend in the gym or something like that. So let's get to it. So we're going to start sitting. And of course, sitting, very important in yoga. Left foot in first, right foot in front. Yeah. Hands are resting on the knees so that the palms can be up or down. You decide, whatever feels good. Elbows gently bent with this triangle of space underneath the armpits so that the armpits are not like this and the arms are not like this either. Something nice in between, that Goldilocks place in between. Not this to this or not to that. Shoulders, roll the shoulders up to ears and then roll them back so that when you're sitting, your shoulders are not kind of creeping around the side of the ribs and you end up in this kind of situation with the tail tucked under so that you're more in this kind of rounded situation where you have a concave front there. Do you see this? You want to get that more into a position where it's nice, the spine feels nice and long, and that the tailbone right at the bottom of the spine, right down here, is pointing down, anchoring down, stabilizing, and nice long lower back. Ribs are tucked in so they're not flaring out. We're not leaning forward, but equally we're not leaning back. They're in the middle again. Nice long back of the neck so that the heads tend to be a little bit like that, sort of reaching forward. Let's see if we can get that head back in space so it's nice and long. Then extend the arms out forward, connect the fingers, and let's take the fingers to the back of the head there. Bring the elbows in close, chin into chest, and we're not rolling forward, we're just letting the back of the neck get some space there, release some tension in the back of the neck. Very often we can become quite tense there around the neck, and then it creeps along the shoulders. Let's take 5 breaths here. Inhale fully, exhale fully. Inhale, exhale. 2, 3, 4. And on 5, bring the hands around the side of the head and take the head nice and gracefully up to the center position. With the left hand, take the left hand over the head so it takes hold of the right ear, and then extend the right fingers out to the floor and draw the left ear towards the left shoulder. Walk those fingers away so that the space between the bottom of the ear and the top of the shoulder lengthens there. Take a full inhale so you don't start to slouch back. Sit up and exhale. 1, 2, really let it go on the exhale. 3, 4, and on 5, take the hands to the side of the head and bring the head up nice and gently to center. Let's go to the other side. Left hand to floor, right hand overhead, drawing right ear to right shoulder, walking the fingers away again, lengthening the space between the bottom of the ear and the shoulder on the left side. Inhale fully, exhale fully. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on 5, let's bring that head back up to center. Let the hands go back onto the knees. Bring the chin down now into the chest. And we're going to draw a semicircle, quarter of a circle really, up with the chin up to the left shoulder. And lift the chin up so you stretch the side of the neck. Inhale there, exhale nice and gracefully down to center. Let's do that 5 times. Inhale up, stretch the neck, exhale down. Inhale, nice full inhale, nice long stretch on 3, exhale down. Inhale up, draw that circle, stretch the neck, lift the chin, exhale down. Last one, inhale, stretch, exhale down to center. Pause there before we go to the right. Inhale right, stretch the neck up, exhale down. Inhale left, exhale down. You're probably feeling that that's starting to move some tension in that neck there. Exhale down. See if we can stretch that chin a little bit higher this time. Exhale down. Let's do one more. Inhale, extend, and this time we're going to come exhale through the center all the way over to the left. Stretch up. Exhale through the center. Inhale up. Exhale through the center. And then exhale through the center. Bring the hands to the side of the head and bring the head up. That should feel already it's quite a lot happening there on the neck. Inhale, extend the hands forward again. Connect the fingers, and this time you're going to exhale, push the palms away from you. Roll over the sit bones so you come forward and open up the whole of the front of the body on the inhale, and on the exhale scoop the tail under, draw the navel in, chin into chest, palms, elbows or shoulder height. Roll over the sit bones, inhale, open, roll back over them so you scoop the tail under, draw the navel in. Inhale, open, you're starting to feel some space, some things. And again, this might, especially if you're doing this quite early in the morning, this might already feel like you're dislodging some of that stiffness that's there. Exhale. Inhale, we're going to do 2 more. Open. Exhale, releasing that tension. 1 more. Inhale, open. And on this exhale, we're going to bring the hands down onto the mat, roll over the knees, and we're in tabletop. So tabletop, you want the tabletop to be nice and long across the back there, yeah? So that the table doesn't end up looking like this, it looks more like this. Long neck. Cat and cow. We're going to slow cat and cow down. Slowly inhaling, making space in the ribs, drawing the chest through, opening up the whole of the front, stretching the neck again, and then exhale, rotate the pelvis, diaphragm lifts, navel draws in, and you move each beat of the spine up, and chin comes into the chest last. Inhale, open. Stretch the front of the body. Exhale, release that tension. So the movement is starting here and the head moves last. There's a tendency to be a little bit like this in the cat and cow. See if you can do the opposite of that. Take the rush out of your yoga practice. See your yoga practice as an interlude between what was happening before you stepped on the mat and what's going to happen after you stepped on the mat, so that the time spent on the mat has a timeless effect to it. Do one more and then we'll come back to that tabletop position. We're going to sit back on the heels and tuck the toes under and come into toe squat. So the toes are tucked under, you're sitting back in the heels and the hands are resting on the knee. Nice long back of the neck. We're going to take 5 breaths there. Making sure that you're sitting back and that you're not leaning forward, putting some pressure on the toes. Inhale fully, exhale fully. 1, 2, and on 3, we're going to extend the arms out. I'm going to turn around so that you can see. We're going to bring the right hand over the top and take hold of the left hand. Catch the hands or use a strap, or you can even hold your t-shirt there. 2, 3, 4, and on 5, we're going to come back. Bring the hands onto the knees so that we're in neutral before we go to the other side. Inhale, exhale. 1. It's quite useful if you're doing a lot of yoga at home to get a few yoga, props is the word I'm looking for. Props, like a couple of bricks, a strap, a bolster, cushions. These are all great things if you're going to be practicing yoga at home a lot. Again, now we're going to turn around. It's left arm over, doing all these lovely shoulders, opening up the front of that armpit. So what happens is that on this move, you get to open, we're getting to move the shoulders around. Now practicing, if you've not practiced this for a while, you might find that the hands are quite far away from each other. But practicing daily, you will see quite quickly, my friends, that the hands will get closer together and they will catch maybe in a couple of weeks' time. Sit back on the heels, come to sit back, sitting all the way back and bringing the knees in front of you, and we're going to come into Navasana. First of all, knees are bent. I'm going to turn the side on, it's probably easier to see. Draw the knees through, and then extend the right leg and the left leg. Point the feet. Then you can let go of the hands. Breathing there. 5. Inhale fully, exhale fully. 4. Inhale fully, exhale fully. 3, 2, and on 1, we're going to bring the knees in towards the chest. I'm going to sit, and we're going to roll back and forward. Inhale, exhale. 1, sit up. 2, 3, 4, and on 5, we're coming all the way up, all the way to sit, extending the legs out. Extending the legs out. I'm going to show you on a side view. Extending the legs out. We're going to extend the right arm and bring the left, we're going to extend the left arm, and the right arm is going to be inside the right calf. You can put it on a brick, or you can put it on a cushion to get the forearm down. Look back at the left arm and extend it up towards the ceiling. Bring it over the bicep next to the ear, and maybe for some people you can catch the toe but stay looking upwards. Breathe there. 3, 4, and on 5 we're going to come through center. We're going to go straight to the other side. Left forearm inside left thigh. Again, you can put it on a brick or a cushion. Look back at the right hand. Extend the right arm up. Extend the bicep to the ear, and making sure that if you are going to catch the foot, that you're looking under the armpit and you haven't collapsed forward. That's the beauty of having that forearm there. Lovely and juicy in this side here. Very good if you spend a lot of time sitting, and on the next inhale come up, because when you're sitting, that what I call seeping ki around the middle of the body there. It gets very, the energy just kind of gets stuck there. And what these simple sequences do is they help to get that moving. We're going to come around now and come up to kneel on the mat. step the left foot out to the side of the mat. The side of the foot is lined up with the side of the mat. You're going to bring the forearm onto that left thigh and extend the right arm overhead. So extending the right arm overhead, stretching and extending there, stretching the whole of the right side. On the next inhale, we come through center and we're going to go over to the other side. Right hand to right hip, windmill through. Inhale through the center, exhale, extend to the left. Inhale through the center, extend to the right. 3, 4, 5. Come back through the center, bring the left knee down. We're going to go to the right side now. Right foot, so you step the right foot out to the side, and the right inside of the right foot is lined up with the side of the mat. Forearm on thigh, extend the left arm over. So you're looking directly ahead so that the bicep of the left hand is next to the left ear. Inhale there, exhale, left hand to hip, right arm over. Inhale through center, extend left over. Inhale through center, right over. Left over. Right over. Left over. Inhale through center, last one. Right over, left over, come back through center, and you're back in a kneeling position now. In this kneeling position, we're going to tuck the toes under once again, and we're going to come through the camel sequence. But the camel sequence, hands on the hips. I was going to go into a big long chit chat about that, but I forgot that when you're doing it online, you just want to get through it, don't you? You just want to bash on. You don't want to listen to my constant chit chat. Hands on the hips, or maybe you do. Answers on a postcard about that. Keep the toes tucked under, and the first one is not a back bend. We're just going to lean back and stretch the front of those thighs. Leaning back as far as you can go, and then coming up. Let's do that one more time. Take an inhale, exhale, go back. Stretch the front of the thighs. Inhale up. Next time, we're going to bring the arms in, so you're going to roll the shoulders out of the way, and the arms going to come behind you. Shoulder blades are squeezed together. Inhale, exhale, go back, and the hands come onto heels. Hips go forward, and look up at the ceiling, stretch the neck again. Take a full inhale, release the hands. Exhale, come back up. Let's do that 2 more. Inhale, exhale, roll the hands out of the way, extend the hands back so they're ready that when you lean back, the hands hit the heels. Inhale, hips go forward, open up the whole of the front thigh. Exhale, release, come back up. Inhale fully, exhale fully. Let's roll the shoulders out of the way one more time. Extend the hands back. Inhale, exhale, lean back, nice and juicy in the front of the thighs. Hips go forward, looking up, breathing there. 1, 2, release the hands, come back up. Sit the seat back gently on the heels. Big toes connect, knees go wide, and then you can bring the forehead down. Right hand on top of left, child's pose. Breathing there. 1. Expand the ribs, and on the exhale, draw the navel in. 2. 3. 4. And on 5, nice and slowly. Coming back up, bringing the knees together, rolling over to one side and bringing the legs out in front. Okay, so we're going to now come down onto mat and do a floor twist sequence, which again is really, really fantastic for your back and for that area, the shoulders, everything's going to be working together on this. So eagle bind. Lying down on the floor is a great way to practice eagle bind. You bring the left leg up and then the right leg up. You're going to cross the left leg over the right and wrap the left knee around the right knee. Take hold of the left knee, draw the knees in towards the chest, and then let the left hand relax on the floor, and the right hand brings the knees to the floor on the right side as you extend the left hand away and look over to the left hand. So from the waist up, you're twisting deeply to the left, from the waist down deeply to the right. 5 breaths. Inhale, open up the whole of the front of the body. Exhale, maybe extend that left away. You can feel lovely stretch as well here. Inhale fully, exhale fully. 2, 3, 4, and on 5, let's release the legs, bring them back to center and straighten the legs in the middle. Neutral spine. Let's take 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and on 5, left crosses over right. Wrap the feet around, hands over the knees, knees into the chest. Roll over onto the right side. So the knees come to the right. Oh, we've already done that, haven't we? Let's go over the other way. Knees go left. So now you've got the right arm on top, leg on top. Oh my goodness, it's all gone wrong. 3, exhale, release the tummy. 4, 5, unravel those legs. Bring them back to center. Stretch the right, stretch the left. Waterfall. Let's take 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and on 5 we're coming down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're in Shavasana. So when you're practicing at home, the tendency may well be to rush out of Shavasana and get on with your day, but I encourage you to not do that. I encourage you to not rush around in Shavasana. Take a full inhale and a full exhale, and if anything, just press pause now and just stay until you are ready to leave. But really enjoy this part of the interlude between what was happening before you came onto the mat and what's going to happen afterwards. This is like you're pressing pause. You're pressing pause on time. And when you're ready, roll over onto one side, bring the hand down, and then come up to sit. Coming up to sit with the left foot in and the right in front. Left hands are resting on the knees. Left and right, it's crazy, isn't it? Sitting up nice and high there. Let's soften down the eyes and take a moment together, before we do start to rush off. And even in this moment, just let things be. Just let things be. Because what's going to happen when you step off this mat is going to happen. So enjoy the rest and the space that our yoga mats bring. Softly there. And bring the palms and the thumbs together at heart center. And you can just gently pressing the thumbs against the heart there, the sternum. Connect that heartbeat, the physical